I am sure a lot of you have already noticed, but Solana has been going crazy recently. The Solana token is up more than 350% in the last month and has made its way from outside the top 10 tokens by market cap up to the number 6 spot just within the last 10 days. And it's not just the Solana token that has been seeing huge gains. The entire Solana ecosystem has been seeing huge growth in both usage and the prices of many of the project's tokens that are built on Solana. Part of the reason for this is that people are trying it out as an alternative to Ethereum with cheaper gas fees and stay in because of the opportunities available, as well as because of how much the ecosystem has actually grown since even earlier this year when we actually brought Solana as a top pick for 2021. But today I'm going to be explaining how to get started using Solana, as well as giving some summaries on some of the most popular projects on the chain right now. Before I get started with that, make sure to subscribe and activate the bell icon so you do not miss out on more videos like this, as well as everything else I post here on the channel. So let's kick it off with a quick overview of what sets Solana apart from other chains. But if you want to know about all of the details about the technology and how it actually works and the ins and outs of it, I actually, just like I said, made 2 videos about 6 months ago on why I am bullish on Solana. And yeah, they have also a lot of information, but I will link those in the description. For today, the main things you need to know are that Solana is very fast and it's being able to handle thousands of transactions per second, and the block time is only 400 milliseconds. It is also very cheap, with an average transaction costing less than 1/10 of a cent. Also, it is actually more decentralized than many of the other Ethereum alternatives, as it currently has more than 900 validator nodes maintaining the network. Also, a nice bonus is that it has seen significantly less scams and pump and dump tokens than other newer chains. This is because Solana is not EVM compatible, meaning that people cannot simply copy and paste projects and tokens from Ethereum to Solana. Developers must utilize the Rust language to create projects from scratch, which poses a bit more of a barrier to entry. Along with decreasing the number of scam projects, this also helps make sure that Solana will remain fast in the future as it sees more volume, because Rust is a highly scalable language. So now that you know the basics, let's move on to how to actually use the chain. There are several options to choose from when it comes to wallets, but perhaps the most popular and easy to use is the Phantom wallet, which works similarly to MetaMask. Make sure to download it from the link provided here on the official Phantom site, and then just follow the instructions they provide. To get started with some funds, you can either withdraw to Solana from a centralized exchange such as Binance or FTX, or you can use a bridge. However, using an exchange is usually cheaper in terms of fees and gas, especially if you are bridging from Ethereum to Solana. Now we can start looking at some of the projects you will likely want to check out if you are using Solana. Starting off, we have Radium, a decentralized exchange built on top of the Serum protocol with a lot of other features. There is, of course, the usual Uniswap styled token swap, which is shown here, but there is also an order book based DEX as well. This works a lot more like a centralized exchange, as users are able to place limit orders. You can also provide liquidity to pools on Radium right here, and then of course use those liquidity tokens to do some farming both on Radium and some other platforms, which I will get into later. Some of the Radium based farms are shown right here. Radium also has an IDO platform called the Accelerator, and you can stake Ray tokens here as well. Next up, we have Mango Markets, an on-chain trading platform that offers permissionless leverage trading up to 5x. That is, of course, not as much as you can get on centralized exchanges like you can get on Femix or Bybit, but it is enough for what most people actually need. Mango Markets also allows traders on their platform to short assets, which is a feature not available on most DEXs. One other nice feature is that you can earn a decent APY by lending out assets on Mango Markets. For example, the current rate for USDC is a bit less than 30%, which is of course a very nice yield. Another platform where you can earn some yields is Sunny Aggregator, which is a yield aggregation platform. As you can see, a lot of these pairs have high APYs, even the stablecoin pairs, and this is because not as many people are providing liquidity on Solana yet as on other chains. So these yields will decrease over time most likely, but for now, they are nice to take advantage of. Another part of why these yields are high is because a portion of them are paid out in the native Sunny token. Right now, Sunny has a market cap of around $35 million and a total value locked of more than $2 billion. One more way you can earn some passive income on Solana is just by staking the Solana tokens. This can be done through a variety of different platforms, including Lido, which started supporting liquid SOL staking earlier this week. Some of you may be familiar with Lido because I have covered their liquid Ethereum staking service before. Basically, instead of staking Solana and not being able to use those tokens for anything else, when you stake through Lido, you receive ST Solana, which represents staked Solana and is pegged to the price of Solana. So staking rewards are paid out daily, I believe, and you can use the ST Solana tokens for whatever you want, whether that be staking on some other DeFi platform as collateral for a loan or anything else. So these projects that I have covered today are a great place to start and provide a lot of different ways to earn income and use Solana. But if you want to check out even more projects on the chain, then you can sort on CoinGecko by the Solana ecosystem and get this list of tokens here, which you can then research for yourself. One more project I want to talk about today is actually not based on Solana, but rather on Ethereum. And some of you may remember when I covered Gpool not too long ago before their IDO. So that IDO went very well as they raised $1.27 million and the Gpool token has already 5x'd since its launch on Uniswap. That is of course great for anyone who took part in the sale or who bought at the listing, but it also is good news because it helped show how the Gpool IDO process works and that it was a successful process. And since some people actually got into the IDO based off of my video, well, you've been asking me for the next IDO on Gpool. This is actually, I believe, their first IDO. And of course, I am going to cover it for you. So as I'm sure you have seen with other launch pads, it is not uncommon for IDO tokens to crash upon listing, but that was not the case with Gpool. Now that the Gpool token is live, they are starting the next IDO, and that is for a project which, again, this is their first project and it's called Depot. So Gpool has secured the entire Depot private round allocation to provide to the Gpool community. That allocation is 20% of the total supply of Depot. So what is Depot? Well, they call themselves an investment grade decentralized multi-market aggregator and trading terminal where users can trade, store and manage an entire portfolio of digital assets across multiple platforms and multiple markets, all from a single decentralized interface. Alright, so that may sound a bit complicated, so I'm going to break it down into a few parts. First, Depot users will be able to connect to every crypto exchange from one interface, and that includes both centralized and decentralized exchanges. The platform will support over 6,000 different cryptos. This feature alone is great because of how convenient it will be for traders. There are a few other projects that allow for access to multiple decentralized exchanges from a single interface, but Depot is going to support over 600 and every DEX. And it will do all this while remaining non-custodial, meaning users will have full control of their coins. Another big feature is that Depot will allow users to create NFTs as well as buy and sell them across all NFT marketplaces such as OpenSea, Rarible, and Mintable. Depot will also allow for access to all different decentralized lending protocols and a variety of staking platforms, which will allow users to earn yield from a wide variety of different sources. The reason behind all of these features is that Depot is trying to solve one of the biggest problems crypto currently faces, and that is how fractured ecosystems are. There are so many opportunities to take advantage of, but it is hard to do so because of how they are scattered across many different dApps and platforms. By bringing all of those together into a single interface, Depot plans to help unlock the full potential of decentralized finance for everyone. The token pool for the Depot raise on Gpool is currently live and will be for a bit more than 5 more days. If you want to take part in it, you can do so right here on the Gpool site. So if you want to learn more, you can check out the platform yourself or join the Telegram group if you have any questions. And Both of them will be linked down in the description. And a huge thank you to Gpool for bringing awareness to this project. And yeah, we will see if this one is going to be as successful as Gpool. Gpool was a massive success. Of course, we cannot hope for every project to be as successful, but it looks promising, and we will just have to wait and see. So thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.